It's always like you have the pilot and the co-pilot, right? All right. I had been watching. It's funny like that this topic came up because over the last few I don't know, a few weeks ago, I had been watching a number of videos to do with plane crashes or close calls in the air, right? And just like learning a little bit about that kind of stuff. Because like as someone who's had flights from who's been on a number of smaller flights that are like 45 minutes an hour, um my understanding, like on those kind of flights, you would usually just have your one pilot and a co-pilot, right? Because it's a very short flight. But if you're getting to those flights that are, 3, 4, 5, or the more extreme, like say a 10-hour flight, it makes a lot of sense to have an extra pair of an extra pilot and co-pilot, right?
How did you know McCarver had information on the American?
I'm not sure I follow.
Keller started grilling me on 7th Wave. I told him what I knew.
And what was that?
Rumors mostly. There was talk of an American running training camps in Afghanistan, freelance guerrilla group in the Philippines with an American advisor. Stories like that.
And you believed them?
Not at first. But then the blanks started filling in.
What blanks?
Operation Cleopatra. The first time I heard the name William Lennox was when I was posted in Langley. Lennox was a wet work specialist. S4 assassin. Cleopatra was meant to prevent the terrorist bombing in the center of Cairo. It was a disaster. The bomb exploded, killed a lot of people, including Lennox. At least that's what Division thought. 3 months later, he turned up in Moscow. 2 weeks after in Seoul. Then Belgrade, Belfast, London. Always one step ahead.
And you think Lennox is connected to 7th Wave?
Connected? He started the whole thing.
McCarver was brought in yesterday. So how did you know she had info on the American?
Sergeant Solomon was in her unit. He tipped me off. Coincidence, that's all.
I don't believe in coincidence. What was your brief on the next stop?
McCarver wanted an excessive advance from the east. Plan was to cross the cemetery on the edge of Nazran and then hit the steel plant on the far side. We were less than a click away when we got hit.
I think we skipped a mission by accident. I don't know if maybe it was like when it finished that mission, if it for whatever reason just went to the most current mission. Fix this though. I want to go to this one.
You were specifically told to hold, but you didn't. Why?
Charlie team was down. I wasn't gonna let this guy get away. The hallway and the first floor were clear. I heard movement above. I made my way up. And that's when I saw him.
The fourth guy?
Yeah, the fourth guy.
The after-action report you filed states he got the drop on you. But he doesn't fire. Why?
He was American. Not Russian, not German, not Chechen. American.
Interesting. And how do you know that?
He spoke to me.
And what did this American say to you?
I can't remember. RPG hit the building. Everything's blank after that.
And your next assignment?
Doubleheader. Destroy a 7th Wave weapons cache and stronghold at Nazran.
You were ordered to RV with a Lieutenant McCarver en route to the objective?
Yes. Would have been a breeze if the maps and the intel on the border crossing wasn't out of date. Only thing right about it was the farm. This is Bravo 3 radio check, over. 2-1, do you copy, over? 2-1, do you read me, over? If you copy, I am proceeding to RV, out.
Reminds me a lot of a start of one of the missions in COD 4 near the end of the game, in Act 3. Hey, yeah.
Bravo 2-1, this is 3, do you copy, over?
Thank you, Skylar. I hope the rest of your day is good. The rest of your night, assuming you're somewhere in the North America. I know it'd definitely be late for you, if you are.
Bravo 3, targets neutralized.
And again, I really appreciate you choosing to raid my channel. Especially someone who's just, very small channel. So that guy that ran away might have gone for reinforcements. I'm not exactly stealthy type, so you know.
This is 3, do you copy?
I appreciate this game also having like some level of destruction and stuff.
2-1, this is 3, nothing heard. Proceeding to top hat, over.
Okay, I just wanted to go back for a second to see if there's maybe something I missed. Mm-hmm. There's even all of the shell casings on the ground. God, it's one of those things that, like, it feels like, you know, back then, a lot of the ways they were trying to impress us, like, graphical jumps, obviously, at this point in time, were still definitely more noticeable. But it feels like one of the ways they always tried to impress us is, like, the small things, right? Like, oh, look at, I don't know, the shell casings, or there's footprints in the snow. Look at the weather effects, like, just stuff like that. And nowadays, it's like, they've forgotten about that kind of stuff, and they tried to, like, resell it to us. Like, oh, look at all these little effects that it's like, but we had a lot of this stuff years and years ago. But you guys just got so lazy that, like, in order to, like, make these other aspects better, you started getting rid of these other details. Or the other way to look at it is, like, you guys are so rushed that you have to cut out a lot of these smaller details to get it out on time because the publishers are, you know, just that harsh. Let's see how well this goes for me. Like that, like, that's just cool. You shooting on things? I sure am, Husk. Like, this game has a very almost like Hollywood aspect to just certain things. Like when you kill guys with RPGs, the explosions it causes, or like how that one guy felt he had like the scripted death. Okay, I can blow that by just shooting it enough. Bring out! I'm a one-man army. Take down a whole base by myself. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. Is there any health? Can I break this? Yes. The answer is yes. Also, the fact that this AK, actually, the magazine capacities of some of these guns are just ridiculous. Like the Uzi has a 90 round mag for some reason. This AK has a 60 round mag. When typically like the Uzi and the AK should have about 30 rounds in a mag. But who's counting?